options that we can call upon. There definitely needs to be a symmetry and a consistency at some point. I get it, but sometimes the games dictate, the matchups and so on, as it did tonight. We were making some changes driven mostly through defense. But I feel like, whether it's Tobias at a 4 or Al at the 4, or do you go with, Matisse and Ferk? And I think Glenn did some good things. I think Alec Burke did some good things. And you got Jay Rich playing point guard and Ben's the screen setter. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I say this in an excited way, it's not a traditional type team. It isn't. And if it's taken us this long to try to continue to figure some things out and we arrive at a place that we're all happy with, that we're prepared for the playoffs, just like we experienced with the zone. We poked ourselves in the eye about, 2 months ago? It seems forever ago, and now I think we're second or third in the NBA scoring against zone. It served us well. And so we're learning, like we're moving along and we're learning. But it's the optionality and the complexity of the team, because it isn't traditional, that is both exciting and I think has prolonged some of these things that we're talking about.
Josh had a pretty big stretch there down the stretch.
17 points in the fourth period, to be exact.
Is he emerging as a leader in this team?
I mean, he's always been there. It's the same old story we talk about. You really don't know what you have until you don't have it. And so we didn't have him for a period of time. We didn't have Joel for a period of time, not like 2 games. And you feel the sting of not having that type of player. Where, as an example, like you give Jay Rich the ball, and now we can use Ben Simmons in a multi-purposed way, not just with the ball. And it's easy for us all to say, oh, that's a great idea. The starting point is you got to have somebody that can run a pick and roll. And so he can do that. And really, our team isn't equipped really for that type of action, I don't believe, unless you have somebody that's just really sure with the ball and can run a pick and roll, like Alec Burke, like Jay Rich, and Ferk's growing. And so, I think that him being a leader and coming to life has a lot to do with some of those other things.
What do you think the change this time out did for Ben? Does it kind of seem like he has more space to operate and some more just kind of lanes to get to the basket?
Possibly. I think the ripple effects you feel